Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for March 10th to the 16th. This is for Libra and Libra rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Libra, this is a big week. I love this week for you, actually. You know, we're kicking it off on the 10th because it is a Sunday, but that's the Sunday. March 10th is the day of the new moon in Pisces, okay? March 10th, March 11th, depending on where you live, but March 10th, new moon in Pisces. Mark it down. This is a gorgeous new moon. I absolutely love this new moon. You know, I love the way that there's, so here's the thing. Neptune is really, really active. All right. So there's kind of like this three-way dance with the sun and the moon and Neptune. So remember, this is a very spiritual month, very meditative, a lot of healing. Okay. You're going to feel a lot of movement this week because we are approaching the solar eclipse, I'm sorry, the lunar eclipse in your sun at the end of the month. But even still, use this moment. There's this new moon in Pisces. It's very, and there's a lot of intuitive energy, a lot of like empathy around here as well, but also a lot of creativity. And so remember, you want to set intentions. You want to put your energy out there during new moons. All right. So it's such a great one. And it's when, you know, and it's daylight savings. So you get an extra hour. So take that time to really, really think about your future, your goals, and what you're going to do to go get them. And remember, Jupiter and Saturn are really stable right now. So they're well, not stable, but they're very harmonious. That brings that stability and even expansion. So this is a great new moon. Really, really nice. Remember, the day of this new moon, Mercury will sextile Pluto too. So there could be some really deep conversations that you're having. Don't forget, last week, we had Mercury move into Aries, okay? So that is your 7th house of partnerships. We're about to approach Aries season with that solar eclipse in Aries. And so you're having a lot of moments, a buildup in partnerships and relationships with Mercury sextiling Pluto on this same day on March 10th. Whoa, you could go really deep. You could have really deep conversations now, okay? You could even be thinking very deeply about certain things. And yes, Pluto is, you know, there's intensity with Pluto, but listen, you've got Uranus and Jupiter in your 8th house. You have all the, and 8th house is ruled by Pluto. And so you have all this Pluto activity as well. And so a lot of intensity with like intimacy, okay? There could be some really deep, intimate moments that you may be having around this time. The other thing is there could be some secrets coming about, okay? Because remember, Pluto represents the underworld. And so, as I said in your monthly reading, just think about the Mariana Trenches. There's been more people to space than the Mariana Trenches. There are so many mysteries down there. And it's like really digging that up around this time. Now, one thing that I really want you to know, okay, Libra, is that I know they drop these readings a week in advance of the actual week. So if you're watching this before the week of, starting on the 10th, don't forget on Saturday, Mars will square Uranus. So it really is going to set a little bit of a tone. And there is some sort of surprising thing that could happen. Okay. Uranus is the unexpected. Mars is going to be a little aggressive around this time and a little, right. So there could be some, maybe a surprising, argument or just not seeing eye to eye. There really could be something here that has to do with your personal transformation, the story, your story, right? Because this is also in your 8th house, okay? Mars squaring Uranus. Uranus is in your 8th house, and it could have to do with love and relationships because Mars is still in Aquarius, okay? That is your 5th house of love and romance. And if you're not here for that, it's creativity, it's self-expression, it's recreation as well. So you could be playing tennis with someone, y'all could get in some like, I'm the best tennis player. No, I'm the best tennis player. Like something like that. So just remember to be cool. Stay calm. You're Libras. Y'all are so balanced, all right? Tap into that inner mind, body, spirit. Now, on the 11th, Venus is moving into Pisces. Of course, you're going to love this. Venus is in Pisces the entire month. Venus is your ruling planet. Venus is all about love and relationships, but more than that, it's beauty, it's harmony, it's money. If you're here for money, there you go. Okay, Venus is exalted in Pisces. Now, Venus in Pisces and the new moon in Pisces and Saturn and Neptune, all of them in Pisces, your 6th house. Okay. So what are you going to feel this week? A lot of, you'll feel emotionally moved. Okay. A lot of romance in terms of, 6th house's daily activities. It's your routines, a lot of work. So if you are here for career, there could be like a lot of like whistling while you work. There could be just this really nice, I love what I do, that kind of thing. Or you may find something that you love doing around this time. It is going to be a really, really big week. And so Venus in Pisces, by the way, can get like really visceral around this time. 6th house is also like health and fitness. So there could be something there as well in terms of health and fitness for y'all. And pets too. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all got some pets or really just love your pets around this time. It is a time where it's almost, there's a lot of compassion with Venus and Pisces. It's a lot of peace too. Okay. Peace and harmony, as I said earlier, but this is just, there's this emotional charge because Venus is very feminine. Pisces is very feminine. Pisces is very watery. So you see what we're like, if you are here for relationships in love and romance, you will definitely feel it. It's going to be really sweet. It's going to be really nice. And it's especially career too. Okay. Career too. Just think one-on-one relationships. Now over the weekend, starting on Friday, moon moving into Gemini. I love this for you. Okay. This is really nice. Gemini, your BFF. Okay. Fellow air sign. Very, very nice. Libras are so social, and moon in Gemini is very social. It's very like mentally stimulating. You could feel very restless too. You could be very restless around this time because you're just so activated. Mercury, by the way, remember, is still it moved into Aries. All right. So again, a lot of conversations you may be having around partnerships, relationships, again, whether career, whether love, but this is very nice. Very, very nice for you. A lot of enthusiasm for this weekend. And, even curiosity. There could be a lot of curiosity, especially spiritually, because Moon in Gemini is actually in your 9th house of spirituality. Now, it's also education. All right. Higher education. There could be something that you're thinking about that. I want to learn something about this. I want to maybe want to take this course. Maybe I want to take this, cooking class with, Bugs Bunny, whoever it is. You do you, Libra, but there is something that you may want to think about. I want to learn more about this. Okay. It could even be astrology itself. Right. But the other thing is you could be thinking about taking a trip or planning a trip. Okay. 9th house is long distance travel. It's foreign cultures, and maybe, just maybe, you may be thinking about writing a book. 9th house is also publishing and broadcasting. So with that said, Libra, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for March 10th to the 16th. Again, for Libra and Libra rising, all of Libra Nation. If you want to read, these cards just popped out. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, do you want to take a peek? Isn't that amazing? Look at what popped out. That's amazing. I feel like you did get the Ace of Pentacles on the heart of your spread for your monthly reading, didn't you? If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, you're absolutely welcome to. Let's do it. Let's get started. See what's going on for you, Libra, for the for the week of March 10th to the 16th. I don't even know where I'm at. Anyway, Libra. And if those two cards show up in your spread, then we know that is a really big sign, but it's more like a peekaboo. It's a peekaboo. Libra, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Cultic Cards spread. I didn't say that earlier. I'm saying it now. It does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Let me turn this off so you don't have to hear that. Did that beep? I don't even know. Anyway, let's get started, Libra. Wow, you are so good. Oh my goodness, what a week! What a week! You listen. I know it's gonna be a great week for y'all. Here's the thing. Do you see what's happening here? By the way, do you see what's happening, Libra? You got all major arcanas and court cards. And so it just means this is going to be a significant week for you. Pay attention to this new moon and definitely manifest things. It seems like a lot of y'all are on new paths anyway. You know, the fact that Jupiter alone in your 8th house of transformation up until May, like y'all are going through some really big transformations. Okay. And again, you're still going through them. You got that eclipse at the end of the month in your sign. Okay. And then I don't know if I told you this, Libra, we have a solar eclipse in your sign at the end of the year. I mean, this is going to be a year for you. This is going to be a year for you. And wow, what a way to kick off the week with the Wheel of Fortune. There you go. There you go. Speaking of Jupiter, right? This card is attributed to Jupiter. So good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit, luck, all of that good stuff, wisdom. You know, you even see the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the wheel here. They're all reading the book of law, the book of wisdom. I mean, you're good. And this wheel is constantly turning. It's constantly turning. Okay. And so it really has this really strong connotation to karma. And so it seems like you're cashing in your karma points, or you already have. There's a lot of new things that y'all are just moving into, a lot of new things. It is clear as day here. This is absolutely amazing. There's definitely going to be some new things happening for you with this new moon in Pisces. Grab a hold of your destiny, steer it in the direction that you want to go, because you got the Queen of Wands in the heart of your spread. Now, the Queen of Wands, as we know, is the popular queen, very charismatic. She, you know, kind of like a Libra, you know, people gravitate toward the Queen of Wands. She gets whatever she wants, anything that she wants. You know, if it's like, you know, Oscar Wilde walking into a room, he can get whatever he wants, right? He's a Libra, that's why I mentioned him. Confucius, Libra, Ralph Lauren, Libra. There's so many Libras, but she has that power. She's very compelling. Okay. You even see the sun, right? You see the sun, flowers is what I meant to say, because you actually did get the sun too. That's why this is such a big deal. You got this, you see the sunflower in her hand. You see the sunflowers in her throne as well. The ones that actually appear in the sun card. She has the full powers of the sun right there in her hand. Optimism, opportunity, vitality. Remember, I was talking about health earlier. Health and fitness, a big thing for y'all as well with the new moon in Pisces. In fact, everything that's happening in Pisces this entire month. All right. So it's not limited to this week. It's this month. All right. Because, you know, we have a lot of energy in Pisces. But this is really great. This is really great. You can feel this boost, especially when Mars moves into Pisces too. We'll talk about that. That's going to happen next week. But that's energy as well, physical energy. But even still, you're good. You're good. I mean, there you go. There's so much confidence here. It's the biggest message coming through. She has a lot of confidence. Look at your entire spread here. This is just, you're good. You're getting the things that you want. You got the Queen of Wands after the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, Libra, who are you? Who are you? You want a mic drop? Libra Nation. There you go. You did get the Fool, but you got the Fool in your challenge area. So here's the thing. There may be something this week where you may want to look before you leap. Okay. You know, he's standing on the edge of the cliff. Speaking of the sun, he's got the full abundance of the sun behind him. All right. So you have all those energies of the sun here as well with the Fool. The Fool is starting this new journey. Okay. Now, with the Fool in your challenge area, though, looking at your entire spread here, yeah, there are some things that, and again, remember I said Mars squaring Uranus. Uranus all about surprises, unexpected, unpredictable things. There could be something that you may have to work with that is just like, oh, didn't see that coming, or I want to do this. I mean, it could be you, that Mars squaring Uranus aspect. It could be you that you're just like, I want to do this, and I'm going to, and you may have to just take a step back and like really think about it. Just that, and it definitely is going to have to do with something new. Okay. Definitely going to have to do with something new. There is a lot of, you know, purity and innocence and opportunity, all of that with the Fool card. All right. So with it being in your challenge year, just recognize if there's a part of you that just wants to, you know, you want to go fishing and it's, you know, that there's going to be a rainstorm. You're like, I'm going to do it anyway. But, you know, the rainstorm is actually, you know, going to be really rainy. You might want to think about that. Okay. Because you're wearing your new Versace dress, whatever you do, you Libra, but just just look before you leap is all I'm saying, because you got the sun in your crown. All right. So remember what I said about that confidence here. Okay. So there's that energy of confidence that's coming through your reading, and it feels really, really, really good. Just remember, with Mars squaring Uranus, Mars can be aggressive and Mars can be combative, and it can be ego at play as well too. Now, I'm not saying that you have like a big ego or anything. I'm just saying just be mindful about something before you leave. But even so, you got the sun in your crown. This is absolutely amazing. Very amazing here. And this is, you see the correlation here. I'm going to show you something here, Libra. You see in the wisdom child, in the sun card, do you see the feather in his cap? Referencing the one in the fool's cap. And so when I say there is something new happening this week, there is definitely something new, but just be mindful about like jumping the gun or whatnot. There could be something that could go sideways if you're just like, you got the Hermit too. I mean, there's that spirituality, right? There's all of that. This is really amazing, especially because what I love about the fact that you got the Hermit is, sure, this is a card of, again, a lot of wisdom, but going within to find that wisdom, all right? Thinking about your future, but staying rooted in the present. You see the card is all gray here, right? Gray in Tarot's wisdom, by the way. And so this is really, really nice. There could be some like really deep reflection that you're doing this week. As I mentioned, that's going to happen anyway with Mercury sextiling Pluto and a lot of other things as well. But even still, you know, with the moon and Gemini and everything. But the reason why I love that you got the Hermit is because the Hermit is Virgo, okay? Virgo does rule your 12th house. Pisces is the native ruler of the 12th house. So do you see that connection that's happening here? The 12th house is the subconscious. It is intuition. It's really going deep. So this could be, there is that level of depth that you might be going through this week, especially remember Uranus and Jupiter in your 8th house, you know, where things are, it could be really going deep for this transformative way of moving forward. And wow, will you move forward? You've got the Knight of Swords. It's you're headstrong, you're moving forward, nothing's going to stop you now. You got this, you're on the go. I absolutely love this for you. Very interesting that you got the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is Gemini, all right? And then remember, we are moving into this weekend with the moon in Gemini, where you are going to likely be very social, but also really dig into that spiritual aspect of you too. And there could be like this emotional connection that you have relating to other people, just even mentally. Your swords are the mental suit, right? And it's so your mind, remember I said a lot of mental stimulation. Look at the fire under his feet. I mean, this is go, go, go. So you could also have this really big breakthrough in the way that you see things. There could be some communication. You're going to be very social this week, especially when Venus moves into Pisces. But anyway, you're just having these conversations, and even just, again, like deep thoughts that you may have, and there's going to be this moment of clarity. I mean, speaking of like that rainstorm that I was talking about earlier, he's going into the storm. That's how bold he is, how courageous he is, okay? And so when I talked about that confidence that's coming up here in your spread, it is very strong, okay? Just remember to, you know, there's, again, something about something new that's happening. Just be very mindful of like, just look before you leap. Look before you leap. I'm going to show you something else. I mean, speaking of feather and caps, let's get to your stuff. Libra, look at you shocking me. You're shocking me with your spread. Libra, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. What's going on? Libra, tell me what's going on. I know you're going through some big changes, okay? I know you're going through some big changes. And if you're a subscriber, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Wow. Yeah. Let me give you another mic drop. Look at this. Look at this. I can't believe what is happening when I talk about partnerships and relationships. Really, really big thing. Okay. Really huge. You see that. Okay. So other than the Three of Swords, and I don't want you to worry about this because I'm going to tell you what it means, because it's in a part of your spread where it means something than what you might believe it means. But look, all court cards, all major arcanas, I mean, like, this is going to be one of the biggest weeks, but you are, again, one of your best spreads, I would say, ever. Queen of Swords. That's you. You know the Queen of Swords is Libra, because she's all about justice and truth and fairness and balance, and she's so headstrong. I absolutely love this for you. Queen of Swords also, by the way, so there is, you know, the fact that she is Libra. You are the native ruler of the 7th house of partnerships and relationships, so there could be something that you're really thinking about, okay, having this clarity about. Head above the clouds, you even literally, you see that in the photo here as well. But you're gonna be fine. Just really, really have that mental clarity. All right, that mental clarity as you move forward, especially because you will have a lot on your mind, but in a good way, but you're going to have a lot of authority too. You see what's happening here. Remember I said, like, Venus moving into Pisces, very feminine energy. Wow. You got the Queen of Wands, you got the Queen of Swords, you got the Queen of Pentacles. You got 3 out of 4 queens. Libra, come on. You know this is going to be, this is huge. This is huge. Okay, speaking of the Queen of Pentacles, came up in your external factors area. Absolutely love that for you. Really, really love that for you. What's really interesting is that the Queen of Pentacles, for you particularly, okay, out of all the signs, what I love about this is that the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, right? And so you even see the seagull, like in her throne, like the symbol for Capricorn, but Capricorn actually rules your 4th house. So the Queen of Pentacles has this maternal quality. She wants to take care of everybody within her kingdom, within her orbit, within her family, because she has the resources to, right? She's the richest queen. She is the richest queen. And so your 4th house is your home sector, family, loved ones, significant other, parents, children, even your actual home. So I love how all of that just aligns for you when she comes up. But there could be someone that's actually looking out for you this week. Someone that's looking out for you this week. And it could be a Capricorn. Okay. It could be a Capricorn rising. It could be someone. But there is a sense of like this growth that's happening in your life in this really beautiful way. And that you even see here, I'm going to point something out, a little bunny rabbit in the corner representing that growth, that fertility. So there is something new brewing that is absolutely nice. And it does look like you are going to like, it does seem like you are going to be in touch with your shadow side if you need to do that. Again, we're moving to that eclipse in your sign where there's parts of you that you're just like, okay, I don't want this to be, you know, part of me. I don't want, this is not who I am. Like, I'm getting rid of this about me. But 3 of Swords, very, very interesting. 3 of Swords. And the reason why I say that is because this card is another Libra card. This card is attributed to Saturn in Libra, actually. And so again, the fact that where it lays in your spread, it's just saying that's the last thing you want. You don't want any heartache. You don't want any grief. You don't want it. You're beyond that. You've gone through enough. You've gone through enough. With Uranus, the planet of surprises, in your 8th house, that there's that level of depth there, and it can get really, 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 you know, intense sometimes. You've gone through enough. You're just like, no more. Nope. This is. I know the life I want. I know the happiness, the joy, the path to enlightenment that I want to be on. And then now you got the Lovers and your final outcome. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Well, okay, I can say something. Partnerships and relationships is going to be a big thing for you, okay? Got to be a big thing for you. I mean, this is really, really nice. Remember, we talked about the sun. Sun, you got it in your crown. You got, you know, the sunflower there. You see a lot of sun here. Full abundance of the sun here as well. Now, here's what's really, really great about this is that there is going to be a lot of y'all very spiritually active this week, especially with all this Pisces energy. But then remember what I said over the weekend, all right? March 13th to the 16th, Moon in Gemini. The Lovers attributed to Gemini, your 9th house of spirituality. How amazing is this for you? Yeah. So you see, also, remember what I said, spirituality is very healing, new moon, healing month. In fact, Archangel Raphael, the healer, in your final outcome. All right. So very, very nice. You see that he's actually the one that's gifting the love, right? Let's call them Adam and Eve. It's up to Adam and Eve to decide what to do with that love. So you also have a lot of choice. You have a lot of choice too. In terms of, and it's nice to have choices. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nice to have choices, but very spiritual. When I say spiritual, if you consider, look at him, he's looking at her, she's looking at the archangel, and so that's conscious, subconscious, superconscious. There is that connection there, that mind, body, spirit I was talking about earlier. And so again, very spiritual card too, and your spirituality coming out. This is your best reading of all time. Well, I'm gonna have to look back and see to verify that. But this is one of your best weeks. This hands down. I'm actually very, very excited for you. Once again, let me just remind you, you got 3 feathers in the cap, which is really, like rites of passage, new beginnings, things like that. Now you've got 3 queens here. Queens, they have obviously feminine energy, but the difference between queens and kings, the queens here, their powers, their energies are more internal, okay? And so remember, your ruling planet is moving into Pisces where it's exalted, which is amazing. And then everything else, you have all court cards, you got all major arcanas other than 3 of Swords, where it falls near its spread. It's just saying, nope, I want that out. Done. No more of that. Okay, Libra, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Talk to me. Libra Nation, what is happening here? This is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Because also, don't you remember your March spread? Right? You got the lovers in your future, didn't you? Or no, external factors. You got it right here anyway. So you're just progressing. You're just moving forward. Partnerships, relationships, really big thing. And remember, it can also be career if you're not here for love, or even like BFF energy, platonic. But anyway, Libra, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. Next week, by the way, next week is a big week. That's when we have the 2 conjunctions. Woo. And then we got Mars moving into Pisces. We're moving into Aries season. So again, building up to that partnership energy, a lot of activity happening in Aries, which rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. Thanks so much, Libra. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.